Hi everybody, welcome back. I hope you're all well. In today's video I'm going to be showing you how to make one of these double-sided tassel earrings. So this is what it looks like. So it's kind of 3D. So it's got two layers of fringe. So today I'm going to be making the matching earring for this one. This is what they look like. So let's get started. So to make one of these, you are just going to need some size 11 seed beads. I'm going to be doing the matching one for this, like I said, so I'm just using this rainbow mix from my shop. You'll also need your earring hook or hooks, and I'm using round seed beads. You can use delicate beads as well. I kind of like the way the round seed beads hang. And then you'll need your beading thread. So for me personally, for the top part where it's a lot of weaving, I like to use fire lime, and then for the bottom fringe I'm going to switch to Nymo thread because fire lime doesn't have a very nice dangle, it's too stiff, it doesn't hang like this. So if you want to weave the whole thing in Nymo, you can. I just don't like using that when I'm weaving things like this because I find it gets tangled and stuff. So you'll also need a beading needle, and that's everything. So let's get started. So I've threaded my needle with some fire lime because we're going to start with the top bit. And first of all, you need to pick up 8 of your seed beads. Picking up 8 and sliding those down. You don't need much of a tail thread, just a few inches to sew in at the end. Hold them like this so they don't fall off the end of the thread. So I'm holding them with this thumb like this. And then I'm going to pick up 2. So we're coming out here. I'm going to count down 2. I'm going to go up through the top 2 like that. Pull it down. Just make sure that these ones don't fall off the end. So you have this. So you're coming out of this side now, you're going to sew back down through those 2 that you just added. Now I'm going to turn it over. So I'm holding it like this. Now it's easier to hold the end of this thread so that these loose ones don't fall off. So we're picking up another 2. So I'm coming out here. So on this original group on this side, you're going to count down 2 more. So your first 2 are connected to the first 2. Your next 2 are going to be connected to the next 2. So you need to count down the next 2 and go back through those. And then you're going to go up through those 2 that you just added. Pull it down. Now you have this. Picking up 2 more. Now you need to go down through the next 2 on this side. Whoa! Like that. And back up through the 2 we just added. Pull it down. And the last 2, picking up the last 2. And going down through these last 2 here on this side. Like that, and then back up through those last 2 that we just added. Pull that tight. Now you have this. So now I'm coming out the top of this side, I'm going to sew down through all 8 beads on the other side. Like that. And now back up through all 8 on this side. It's just got them all sewn together and they should be sitting nice and neat in 2 rows like that. So now I'm going to turn it around so that I'm coming out of the bottom, and I'm going to do the same again, working with this row this time. So picking up 2, coming out of the bottom one, I'm going to go down through the bottom 2, like that, and then back up through those 2 are just added. Picking up another 2. So we've gone down through those 2, so you need to go down through the next 2. Like that. And then up through the 2 we added. Picking up 2 more. Going down through the next 2 on this side. Up through the next 2. Picking up 2 more. Down through the last 2 on this side. And up through the 2 we added. So now we have this. So now you need to sew all the way down through this middle row. All through all 8 beads. Pull it nice and tight and then back up through the end row that we just added. Pull that nice and tight, turn it over. So we have this. Now you need to do the same again. So you need to keep going until you've got a total of 8 rows. So at the minute we've got 3, keep going until you've got 8 and then I'll show you what to do next. So when you've got 8 in, it should look like this. You're going to fold it in half, so straight down the middle of the 4th one, you're going to fold it in half like that. And then you've got to join them together, so coming out the top of this one, go down through the first 2 in the next one, back up into the first 2 on the other side. Now you're going to go down through 4 beads, and come up through these 2 opposite. Now back into the ones you were just coming out of on the other side, so the first 2, and again go down through 4 beads and up into the 2 directly opposite, like that, and then down through 4 beads on the other side, like that, and up through all 8 on this side. So that's all joined together. Right, so we're coming out the top here, this top corner bead. You're going to pick up 1 bead and you need to take your thread under this thread that connects these 2 beads and this thread that connects these 2. So you're taking your thread under those, taking your needle, sorry, under those 2 threads. Pull that down. And then you need to go through the bottom of that bead and that will pull it into place. Picking up another bead. Now you're going to go through the next, underneath the next 2 bridges of thread like that with your needle. Pull that down and go through the bottom of that bead as well. And finally one more. And go under those last 2 thread bridges with your needle, like that, and up through that bead, through the bottom of it. Pull that tight. Now you should have this. Okay, so I've turned it round so I'm working from this side across. I'm going to pick up another bead, this time we're going under the threads that connect those 3 beads that we just added. So I'm going under the thread that connects the blue bead to the green bead on the top, and then up through that bead I just added, and picking up one more, this time under the thread that connects the red bead to the green bead. So taking my needle under there, pull it through and go up through that bead. Pull that down and push it into place like that. Now we have this. So then you're going to take your earring binding and just thread it onto your needle. Coming out this one this side, I'm going to go straight down through the one the other side. I'm going to hold that there. Like that, and then I'm going to go back up through the one on the other side, through the earring finding and down through the one on the other side. And I'm going to do that a few times until I feel like my earring hook is not going to fall off the thread. So once you've done that, then we're going to move down to do the tassels. So if you're doing the whole thing with one piece of thread, so now you're going to move down. So we're coming out of one of these top row, we're going to move down through this one on the end of this row, and then down all the way down through all 8 beads till you get to the bottom. Like that. Then you'll be ready to add your strands. I'm just going to tie off, because I was using fire line for this part, I'm just going to tie that off. I'm going to tie a knot here by going under the thread and just going through that loop 2 times, pull that down till it tightens, and then I'll move my thread away. So I'm going to add on a new piece of thread, Nymo this time, and I'll show you how to do the tassels. So also at this point you can thread your needle onto your tail thread, tie some knots with that and cut that off as well so that it's out of your way for when you're doing the tassels. So I've added a new piece of Nymo thread, and so you should be exiting out of the bottom of the piece one of these end rows. So now you need to pick up 20 beads. If you wanted to do a longer or shorter tassel, then obviously pick up less or more beads. This is what it looks like with the 20. So picking up 20 beads onto our needle. So I've got the 20 beads on my needle, I'm going to slide those all down right up to the piece like that. Okay, and then I'm going to hold it usually like this on my finger so I can see all the beads there. So you need to ignore the 20th bead, we're not going to go through that, and go down through the 19 other beads. Not always easy to go through them all at once, but I've been getting a lot of practice. So I've gone through all 19, and then you also need to go back into the bead that you're coming out of. So I'm coming out of this pink one. So pull your needle through a little bit till it comes out like that, and then I find that if you hold on to that 20th bead that's sort of hanging on the string as you pull it through, that's going to stop it from tangling, so I'm just pulling it through as I hold on to that yellow bead. It just sort of stops it tangling as you pull it through, and it stops you getting loops in here. If you find that you've got loops here, just pull that last bead out, hold on to it as you pull it down, and that should stop the loops. So then you need to reposition your thread. Every time don't forget to reposition your thread, because if you add your next strand here it's not going to work. So you're coming out of this one, you need to go down through that next bead. Now you need to pick up 20 beads again and slide those all down till they meet the bottom of the piece. Then you're going to pick it up and hold it like that again. Move that 20th bead out of the way, we're not going to go through that, and then go down through the other 19 beads. So down through all 19 and back up into the one that we're coming out of. Again, pull it through a little bit, and then you can hold on to that last 20th bead as you pull it down to stop it from getting tangled, and never pull it too tight or the beads will all bunch up. So then you need to reposition your thread again so it keeps going out of focus. So we're coming out of this one, so you're just going to move down through the next one on the bottom row. Now you're ready to add another strand, so you're going to do that basically the same thing all the way around. Never forget to reposition your thread from coming out here and moving down so that your strands are coming out of the bottom, not out the top. So do that all the way around. So you're going to do 2 more on this side. When you get to the corner, you'll be coming out the top of the yellow one here. Just the same thing again, you just need to move down through this one next to it and then add 4 strands on the other side as well, and then you'll be finished. So I've added all of my strands and I've just added the last one, so I'm just coming out here. Then you need to just move your thread all the way up to the top and don't pull it too tight. You can just roll your strands on your bead mat to make sure they're laying flat and they're hanging nice. So then move your thread all the way up to the top. And then I'm just going to tie a couple of knots up here at the top and then cut my string, and then we're finished. Don't forget when you've tied your knot to move your thread away from the knot before you cut it, so that it doesn't come unravelled. Okay, so that's the finished earrings. So this is it without the flashlight on. So got these ones, sort of rainbow that fades into like a sage green kind of colour. And then these which are just multicoloured. So I hope you enjoyed this video and found it helpful and you were able to make some of these. Please comment down below what else you'd like to see, and like this video and subscribe to see more of my videos if you enjoyed, and follow me on Instagram at Beading by Hannah. Thanks so much for watching everyone. See you next time. Bye.